Alright guys, and welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather, and I've stumbled across a video today. It's 4 days old and it's actually from the Australian Army's channel, so check it out guys and subscribe to them. This actually, surprisingly enough, ticks both boxes here because I cover Malaysian Armed Forces and Malaysian sport. I've got lots of subscribers from Malaysia, and I'm getting a lot more now from Australia with my AFL videos that I'm doing as well, which is really exciting. Plus I've done a little bit of Australian military as well. I'm looking to do a little bit more of them, special forces, etc. But this video that I'm going to be reacting to is Malaysian Armed Forces have our backs, and as I said, it's an Australian Army video, so it'll be interesting to see how both my Commonwealth brothers, Malaysia and Australia, it'll be interesting to see the video they do. Anyway, no more talking, let's see what this training exercise is all about. Let's go! I like the look of the Australian assault rifle.
Right, you'll get to the end, he'll tell you to clear your weapon, you'll clear your weapon, move off, clear your weapon here. Once they've cleared their weapon, the next serial can step forward and we'll start through. So we've just come out to the range with the Pathfinder company. They brought out what they call baby recon, so new recruits for Pathfinders. We're on the range to practice some combat shooting. They've got their M4s, we've got our Styres. And at the moment we're just going through dry drills on each of the targets. There's 4 targets set up at about 100, 75, 50 and 25 metre. And we're just going through different shooting skills at each of the ranges in different positions. We'll go through
I would find that very awkward to fire like that.
Have a look at each other's weapon systems, etc. and just learn off each other.
That's got a UGL.
So their expertise as a Pathfinder company are in the jungle and forward reconnaissance. So their tactics and procedures are going to be unique to that environment. So what they teach us is the close quarter combat. So not necessarily 600 to 1,000 meters out, but it's more 20 to 25 meter instinctive shooting, which is a different skill in itself.
Yep.
So we're about to step into a brief for a jungle exercise. So what that looks like is us stepping to the jungle in teams. We'll go off, we'll conduct patrolling, tactical patrolling, set up a harbour, and then we'll conduct some survival activities which they'll lead. And that's things like trapping, tracking, covering spoor, and some more patrolling, and noting that this is their specialty in the jungle. Every time you go into the jungle, especially this jungle, it's going to be thicker than the jungle we're used to. I'm sure they'll get something out of it, so hopefully a bit of cam cream as well.
A lot of cam cream. Get it on above your forehead so it sweats and runs into your eyes. Oh. I like the kit that the Australians have got as well, the webbing, the day set.
How to set traps to catch wildlife, things for survival, things that you may need to eat. Things they're looking at with this kind of rope, it's like a hoochie cord for us, so as well as perimeter cord, they use it to catch like small deer, things that you can catch monkey, maybe small boar, but you're looking at things like chickens here, is what we're looking at. So we've spread some biscuit on the ground. We're using the natural environment around, like a stick that bends or some kind of small trunk. Tie the hoochie cord off. You set almost like a noose trap on the ground, where it's attached to like a wire stick that's been dug into the ground.
So it then kind of slips off when it's triggered.
When the chicken comes, pecks at the biscuits on the ground, it'll knock the stick that's holding it all down.
Yeah.
And when that knocks it, it'll pick up, and then essentially noose it around the leg or neck or wherever, and then they'll come and kill it and eat it.
Brilliant. Tough terrain, unforgiving, isn't it? Very humid as well. Very short video, but as I said, I was really excited to see both countries where I'm getting a lot of subscribers from, both 2 Commonwealth countries as well, which is brilliant. Australia and Malaysia working together, doing a little bit of jungle training, showing each other different firing positions, and they said he was showing them different shooting positions, firing longer distances, and the Malaysians were showing different firing positions of 20 to 25 metres, which he described as instinctive shooting. And it would be, because if something pops up at you and it's quite close, it's just boom, 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 a couple of rounds down, bang, straight in and get into cover. Do you know what I mean? So if you're contacted, somebody pops up out of nowhere, return a couple of rounds and straight down into cover and then go on from there. So instinctive shooting's huge, really. It's about getting the rounds down in the general direction of where the enemy is, and you'd be surprised you're getting them down quite accurately, because you should be patrolling with your rifle facing the direction you're going. Usually you're always ready to put it up if you were in a war zone type thing. But soft patrolling, I couldn't imagine you would be really ready to go just as much as that. But for the training drills, you would practice training drills as if you were ready to be contacted by the enemy, because you're firing at targets, etc. So it would be instinctive shooting, as they said, would be boom boom boom, put a couple of rounds into the target, down into cover and get moving. And pairs fire manoeuvre, or moving as sections, fire teams, and attacking on from there. So very good to see their skills. They had different little firing positions. They were firing like this here, which I don't know, I've never fired like that before. I would find it possibly quite uncomfortable. I don't know how accurately you could fire as far as long distance is concerned, but if you were, again, just in a bit of cover and you can get through, like they had little holes in a wooden frame that they were firing through at awkward positions. They're showing you the best way to get I suppose it would be a controlled shot, a decent, well-aimed shot in relatively uncomfortable positions. So that was quite good to see. And then of course the jungle stuff, which I know Malaysia would be really advanced at, given the natural jungles that they've got, rainforests that they've got, some of the oldest rainforests, if not I think it's the oldest rainforest in the world. It's in Malaysia. So they're going to be experts in this field. So the Australian troops were very keen to learn a little bit more about that. When you're coming up out with training with experts in the field, you just take it in like a sponge. Really interested to hear what they had to say, and it was great to see different ways they use, as he said, the little small tree trunks or branches, bendable branches, to make like traps to catch rabbit, boar, small deer, chickens, etc. And he showed you the way that they were making them just with the natural materials around them, the bits of nature around them, essentially. So yeah, really good video, very short. Hopefully there's more to this now. Hopefully this is kind of an exercise that's going on right now in Malaysia, with Australia and Malaysia right now, and we'll see more updated videos. And don't forget guys, subscribe to their channel, Australian Army, fantastic, Australian Defence maybe, sorry. So really enjoyed that little short video. I hope you did as well. And stay tuned, because if there is more videos coming up from that channel, I will react to them also. I hope you've enjoyed my reactions, and if you've got anything else you'd like to see me reacting to, whether it's military, sports, whatever, drop a comment in the section below as to what that would be. And thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and put the bell on. I am the Donfather. Peace and goodbye.